Good evening, class. All right. Okay, welcome back to our English conversation class. It's nice to see you guys again tonight. I'm hoping to see you guys in a happy, healthy state of life for today. All right. Okay, so without any further ado, let's continue our lesson. Okay, good evening, Miss Fu. Okay, excellent. I'm so glad to see you guys again today. All right, so today we are discussing chapter 24, still about the Halloween. Okay, so for the conversation, we have the conversation role play. We need 8 volunteers, guys. Okay, so as usual, you may raise your hands and I'll assign the dialogue parts to you. Okay, so while waiting for the rest of the class to join us and get themselves settled down, okay, let's review some of the words, okay, phrases that I need you guys. Okay, as always, to repeat after me in your own space there. That way, when it's your turn to pronounce those words, then you are able to do it correctly. Okay? Okay, there you go. All right, let's move on to Patrick's dialogue number 1. Right there, you guys see the words are October 30th. So always remember when there is a number and on the top or on the side, right side of the numbers, there you guys see the alphabet TH, RD, ND, ST. Oke, those are called ordinal numbers. Oke, jadi itu adalah angka-angka yang berurutan kira-kira ya dalam bahasa Indonesianya urutan angka ya. Nah, dalam bahasa Inggris untuk penanggalan itu menggunakan ordinal numbers instead of the cardinal numbers. Okay. Okay, so you're gonna say October 1st. Okay. And then October 30th instead of October 1. October 30. Okay. So we are using the ordinal numbers. Okay. So, okay, somebody gonna come up to you and then ask, okay, what's the date today? It's the second. And you're gonna say, it's the second, it's the fourth, sixth, 10th. Okay. Instead of you say, okay, what's the date today? It's 2. Okay, that's not the correct one. Okay. All right, and move on to the other word is Halloween. And then let's check on Patrick number 2. The words are dressed in our favorite costumes. Okay, then let's check on Patrick number 3. The words are the cape and the mask. The cape and the mask. And the other one is out of you, out of you, out of you. Okay, make a pie out of you. Next, on Sarah's number 3, the word is pretty. Always remember, pretty instead of pretty or pretty. Okay, there is no t ti. Okay, jadi apa, selalu diingat pengucapan untuk t y, oke, yang di bagian belakang, entah itu kebanyakan sih di bagian akhir kata itu pronunciation-nya itu seperti di dalam bahasa Indonesia, oke. So try to familiarize yourself with that word pretty instead of pretty or pretty. That's not the correct one. Okay, pretty. Okay, then move on to Patrick number 4. The words are great, great. Then by ourselves. In remember, R is plural, so when you mention the selves instead of ourself, okay, has to be ourselves instead of ourself. Okay, you can hear the difference, right? The other word is old. I think I'm old enough. Okay, move on to Patrick number 5. The word is stays. Since the pronoun is a she, then the verb you have to add s for the present tense. So it becomes she stays instead of she stay. Okay. Now move on to Sarah number 5. The word is cold. Cold. Then on mom's number 1, the word is let me ask. Let me ask. Okay, move on to Ian number 2. The word is I heard. I heard. And on Patrick number 6, the word is afterwards. Afterwards. And then on Christine number 4, Hershey's, apostrophe S, okay, Hershey's, Reese's, Snickers, and Twix, Jolly Ranchers, okay. And on Ian number 3, the words are it seems, another pronoun, single pronoun. So on the verb, you add the s for the present tense. It seems as though, it seems as though everything is settled. Everything is settled. Okay, so this word here is the same with the one on the top, is as though. Okay, although. Okay, so those are the words, okay, that I need you guys to pay attention. That way you can improve. Okay, now let's do the role play, guys. 8 volunteers. All right, so okay. Let's see, give me one moment. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay. I'm trying to manage it that way you get a different dialogue every week if it's possible. Okay. All right, so let's see. I have Miss Lily taking care of Patrick number 1 and 2. And And Dani is doing Sarah number 1 until number 3. And then Jane is doing Patrick number 3 and 4. And then let's see. And Shirley is doing Sarah number 4 until number 6. And then Miss Lily is doing Miss Lily already have. Okay, so Miss Fu is doing mom's number 1 until number 3. Okay. Miss Fu, mom's number 1 until number 3. And then we still have 5 spots, guys. No, sorry. 3 spots. Okay, 5 are taken. Okay, so we need 3 more volunteers. You just raise your hands and I'll assign the parts to you. We'll give another like 2 minutes for the rest of the classmate. Okay. All right, so for this chapter, we're learning about the grammar. Not the I mean the grammar part of this chapter is about using the correct commas. Okay, commas and period or full stop. Okay, so after doing the role play, we'll continue with the grammar exercises. Okay, give me 1 second. Okay, Mr. Amin. I'll have Mr. Amin taking care of Christine number 1 until number 4. Okay. Then we have 2 more. Okay. Another minute and then I'll assign to you guys again. Okay, double the parts. All right, anyway, so the grammar is about a full stop and then the comma. Okay, you guys answer some of the exercises on the last meeting. Okay, so hopefully you already finished the rest of the exercises and then we may discuss this. Okay, all right, so anyway, okay, so all right, so nobody else 6. I'll have hold on, okay. Miss Fu taking care of Ian number 1 until number 3, and Shirley is doing Patrick number 5 and 6. Okay. Now allow me to repeat again, guys. Okay. So Miss Lily is doing Patrick number 1 and 2. Dani is doing Sarah number 1 until 3. Jane is taking care of Patrick number 3 and 4. And Shirley is doing Sarah number 4 until 6. Miss Fu is doing Mom's number 1 until number 3. Mr. Amin is doing Christine number 1 until number 4. Miss Fu is taking care of Ian number 1 until number 3. And Shirley is doing Patrick number 5 and 6. All right, guys. Hopefully it's clear enough for you guys to take a note on your parts. So now allow me to unmute you. Hi, Shirley. How you doing today?
Hi, Miss.
Great. Hi, Miss Fu. Nice to hear your voice.
Hi, Miss Susan.
Hi, Jean. Okay.
Good evening, Miss
Good
Susan.
evening, Miss Lily. Long time no see. How you been? Okay. Now, Miss.
Good evening, Miss Susan.
Hi, Mr. Amin. All
Yo,
right. Then that's Danny. All right, done, guys. Everybody's clear about their parts, right?
Yes, Miss.
okay.
Okay, perfect. So since it's clear now, it's time. Times is yours. We may start with Miss Lily.
Wow, today is October 30th. Halloween is tomorrow already. Have you have you decided what you will be dressing up for Halloween yet, Sarah?
I'm not sure what I want to be yet. I want to be either a butterfly or a pumpkin. But why do we dress up for Halloween?
Halloween is a festival for children and customs make it more special. I think we have much more for fun going from house to house asking for candies, trick or treating. After sunset, dressed in our favorite customs.
Yes, I remember having a lot of fun last year when Mom took me around in bunny outfit. Do you know what you want to be yet, Patrick?
Jane.
I want to be a Batman. I like wearing the cape and the mask. I think you should be a butterfly. Butterfly. You are so much shorter than me and dressed in a pumpkin costume. Someone might think you really are one and try to make pie out of you.
Okay, Danny still. Huh? Hold on. Sarah number 3. Danny.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
How could anyone mistake for me? Sorry. How could anyone mistake me for a real pumpkin? Bentar,
Hold on.
hilang lagi.
Where is it? Did it? Oh, okay. Sorry. Oh, hold on. Hold on. This. Okay, give me one moment. Sarah. Okay, there you go, Danny.
How could anyone mistake me for a real pumpkin? Real pumpkin do not have a head or arms or legs. But I suppose I will be a butterfly anyway. I can have pretty wings.
Sorry. Okay. Great. So you will be a butterfly and I will be Batman. Let's go ask mom if we can go trick or treating tomorrow by night by ourselves. Although you are still young, I think I'm old enough to watch over the both of us.
Sarah. Shirley.
I'm Patrick 5 and 6, right? It's Sarah 4.
Sarah 4 to and until 6.
Oh, I'm Sarah 4 until 6.
Yes.
Okay, Let's go ask Mom.
Patrick. Fine. Hey, okay. You okay? Hold on, hold on. Oh, I know. Sarah 4 and 6, and then Patrick also. Okay. Okay, so since Shirley's part is Sarah and Patrick is close to each other, I'll have
Sarah and
I know it's one after another. Hold on, okay. So Patrick 5 and 6, I'll have Miss Lily, okay?
Okay, Miss.
Okay, Patrick 5 and 6, please.
Mom, can Sarah and I go trick or treating by ourselves tomorrow? I can watch over I can watch over Sarah and make sure she stays out of trouble.
yes, Mom. If we go by ourselves, then you can stay home and relax. You will not have to get caught waiting for us.
Thank you for offering, Patrick. However, I will be worried and I will not be able to relax if you and your brother go by yourself while I stay home. Let me ask Christine or Ian if one of them can go with both of you, then I can stay home and relax. Christine, Ian,
What, Mom? You call us?
do you have any free time tomorrow night? Can one of you take Patrick and Sarah around the neighborhood so that they can trick or treat on Halloween?
I can take them, Mom. I do not have any plans tomorrow.
Mom, I heard you wanted to go watch a movie tomorrow night with Dad. If you want, I can stay at home and give out candies to any trick or treaters who come by while Christine takes Patrick and Sarah trick or treating.
And you and Dad can have a little fun on Halloween too.
So Mom and Dad can relax.
Sound like a plan. Kids, thanks a lot.
Well, I think I am old enough to take Sarah around by myself, but maybe we can get more candy if Christine comes. Hi, hi, Christine. How about you trick or treat with us and give us your candy afterward?
No way, Patrick. I will eat every Hershey's, Reese's, Snickers, and Twix I get. You can have my Jolly Ranchers though.
Well, it seems it seems as though everything is settled and everyone will have some Halloween fun. I think I'm going to have the most fun of all, though I get to eat all the candies that I do not give away, and I do not even have to trick or treat for it.
Very good. Okay. Thank you, everybody. All right. A lot of improvement for Miss Fu. Okay. Excellent. Okay. So, Onia Lolo. Really good, guys. You guys do your parts really well, a lot of improvement, okay? Just a little correction here on Sarah number 2, okay? Sarah number 2, the word here is do you know? Okay, now do you know? Okay, when you say the word know and now, okay, that is kind of like okay, yes, you guys pay attention to this word. Yes. All right. Yes, we understand that the word here is K-N-O-W. Okay. So, yes, it does. Okay. Mhm. So, this is okay. So anyway, this word no, when you pronounce it, is you pronounce as no. Okay, instead of now. Okay. Do you know? Not now. Okay. Do you know like a no and no, no, no and o? Okay, like this. Okay, let me write the Indonesian pronunciation. Okay. Written right. Okay. So okay. Do you know? Like that. Okay. Apakah kamu tahu? Do you know? Okay. Instead of do you now? Okay, like that. Okay, and then another one on Sarah number 3. Okay, do real pumpkins do not have a hat? Instead of head, it's a hat. Hat itu kepala ya. A hat or arms or legs. Okay, and the other one, the word is pretty. Okay, pretty. All right, let's see if this. All right, anyway, so the word is a hat and pretty. Okay, pretty here I already wrote it in red. Okay, how you pronounce it in Indonesia. Okay, so hopefully that works. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I'll have Dani correct yourself. All right, Dani.
Okay.
So let's see on Sarah number 2 first. Okay. Do you know that what you want to be yet, Patrick? Okay. So you may repeat after me the word no.
Do you know what you want to be yet, Patrick?
Perfect. Yes. So I know sometimes when you read too fast, you're gonna get confused between the word no and now. Yes. So just pay attention whether that's a verb or an adverb. Okay. So the other one is on Sarah number 3. The word is a hat. Real pumpkins do not have a hat. Okay, you may repeat.
Real pumpkin do not have a hat.
Okay, a hat, kepala ya. Okay, and the other
Hat.
one is I can have pretty wings.
I can have pretty wings.
Okay, let's start pretty.
Pretty.
Yes, okay. Jadi banyak kata-kata dalam bahasa Inggris yang ada pakai TY-nya itu entah itu di tengah atau di belakang, tapi kebanyakan di bagian belakang itu pengucapan dalam bahasa Indonesianya itu seperti DI, okay? Treating, trick or treating. You hear me? I say treating instead of treating, okay? Treating. Okay, so just remember that. Now, waiting. Okay, so the foreigners, okay, they're gonna say waiting instead of waiting. Okay, so most of them. Okay, I'm not saying all of them 100%. Okay, most of them like let's say in between 80 to 90%, it's gonna be pronounced as this is DI dalam bahasa Indonesia. Okay, got it, Dani? Any question?
Yes, I get it. Thank you, Miss.
You're
No question.
welcome. Perfect. Okay, excellent. Okay, the rest are perfectly done. Okay, so good for you guys. Okay, now let's move on to our grammar discussion, which is about the full stop or periods and comma, only specifically on those two. Okay, so quick review. Period, you just put towards the end of the sentence, and then it's used to indicate an indirect question. Okay, jadi penggunaannya seperti dalam bahasa Indonesia. Okay, digunakan di akhir kalimat, kalimat yang bersifat descriptive, yes, or a statement like that, and then yang kedua digunakan di akhir kalimat yang kalimat tidak langsung. Oke, digunakan di akhir kalimat yang tidak langsung. Oke, so let's see in English. He asked when they would go trick or treating. Dia bertanya kapan kita akan pergi trick or treating. Now, so this is indirect question. Okay. Now, meanwhile, commas, okay, just to combine two or more independent clauses, okay, using the conjunction, okay, the fan voice conjunction, and then also to separate the element on the listing, okay, to separate the long phrases from the introduction, okay, to use comma, using comma to set off the non-essential clauses, okay, for the contrasting element in a sentence, okay, to address people in a letter, okay, so using after transitional words, okay, and then after a yes, a no, or a well word, okay? So always remember when after you use the word yes, comma always, followed by the comma. Yes, I go with you. No, comma, I don't like it. Well, comma, the dates were already set, okay? So those two words always followed by the commas. Okay, now use the commas to separate the direct quotation. Okay, biasanya untuk kalimat-kalimat langsung direct sentence. Okay, and then to separate the name of the city from the name of the state. Okay, untuk memisahkan antara nama kota dan nama negara bagian atau nama kota dengan provinsi. Okay, let's say San Jose, California. So you can see when there's a comma, then okay, the city is going to be the San Jose, and then California is going to be the state. Okay, and then let's see another, maybe Surabaya, East Java. So East Java is the province, and then Surabaya is the city. Okay, that's similar. Okay, and then use a comma in the dates. Okay, untuk penanggalan pun kita menggunakan koma. Okay, let's say December 15th, 1975. Okay, and then use comma to express the light exclamation. Okay, wow, after wow I pakai koma. Oh, what a surprise, comma. Okay, All right, so those are the quick explanation how you use the comma. Now let's move on to the exercise on the different file. Okay. All right, there you go, guys. So, on the previous meeting, okay, you guys already answered some of the parts of the exercise one where you identify the capital, comma, and also the period on the each sentence. Okay, and then I owe you guys an explanation about this. Why we use on the number 4. Okay, his chattering got a bit quieter, comma, eventually. Okay, like exactly like what I explained on that day, that it was a transitional. Okay, like here, it eventually is one of the transitional words. Okay, adalah kata yang bersifat transisi. Transisi itu seperti yang menghubungkan begitu ya kira-kira ya kalau bahasa Indonesianya, transitional. Oke, transitional words. Oke, biasanya bisa diletakkan di bagian depan atau di bagian belakang. Oke, nah sebelum, kalau di bagian depan, setelah kata tersebut kita menggunakan koma. Indeed, koma. Okay, we have already discussed this situation with mom. Kalau di bagian belakang itu sebelum kata tersebut kita menggunakan koma. Okay, just like the number 4 exercise. Okay, his chattering got a bit quieter, comma, eventually. Okay, akhirnya. Okay, now number 4 also is a transitional. However, comma, okay, his whistling never stopped. Okay, so usually these transitional words here showing the final result or to start a sentence. Okay, like on number 4 here, this is comma, eventually is towards the end, so it's showing the final result of the action. Akhirnya suaranya, chattering itu seperti percakapan ya, suaranya itu menjadi lebih apa nih, tidak terlalu keras begitu ya. Maksudnya suaranya itu mereda akhirnya. Nah, kemudian di sini number 5 here is another transitional word is to start a sentence. However, his whistling never stop. Namun suara siulannya itu tidak berhenti gitu. Nah, kira-kira demikian ya. Okay, so number 5 already done. Okay, so we were left off on number 9, guys. Okay, so for this exercise number 1, what you need to do is just identify the capital, where we use the capital, and then comma, and also the full stop. Okay. So let's check on number 9. Once in a while, somebody look at the lion. Okay. Once in a while, somebody look at the lion. All right. So, okay. Okay, so let's hear from Nani first, guys. Okay.
Good evening, Miss Susan.
Good evening, Nani. It's nice to have you back with us. All right. So would you like to try number 9?
Once in a while, somebody looked at the lion.
Lion. Lion. Okay, you may
Lion.
repeat. Okay, you repeat after me, okay? Once in a while, somebody look at the lion.
Once in the while, somebody looked at the lion.
Okay. Where are you gonna put the capital alphabet? Where's the capital?
Once capital,
Okay. One start with the capital O and then comma.
after a while,
Okay, once in a while, comma. Okay, somebody look at the
somebody
lion.
looked at the lion.
Period. All right. I also agree with Nani, guys. Very good. Okay, thank you for answering, Nani. Okay, perfect. Now let's move on to number 10. They knew what would happen eventually. All right. Let's hear from Miss Lily. Okay. Number
They
10, please.
knew what would happen eventually.
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 Perfect, yes. Okay, where's the cat?
They, T capital
Okay.
letter.
Okay,
They knew, comma,
okay,
what
comma, they knew. Okay,
what
here,
would
comma,
happen eventually. Full stop.
eventually, full stop. Okay, all right. So, capital, I agree with Miss Lily on the period. I also agree. Now, on the comma part. Okay, now on this sentence. Okay, let's review together. They knew what would happen eventually. Okay, now we see the transitional word. Okay, can you identify where the transitional word here, Miss Lily?
Eventually.
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 Yes. Okay, let me write it. Hold on. Okay.
Happen, comma, ya.
Yes. Okay. So if eventually. Yes. Eventually.
Eventually.
Eventually. Like that, I guess. Yes. That's how we
Eventually.
Eventually. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is how we pronounce in in Indonesia. Okay. So yes. So remember when we have the transitional word, then if it's okay, the eventually is at the end of the sentence, right? So
Yes.
before that, eventually we're gonna put a comma. So which is in between happen and the word eventually. Okay. So that's a little bit different when the transitional word is on the front. Okay, to begin. Okay, like number 5 here, we have a transitional, however. So after however, we follows by the comma. But when it's at the end of the sentence, before that word, then we use the comma. Okay, so basically the sentence here we can translate like this. They knew what will happen eventually. Mereka tahu apa yang akan terjadi. Eventually itu untuk the final result.
Pada
Menunjukkan
akhirnya.
akhirnya seperti kalau kira-kira roughly we gonna say, akhirnya mereka juga tahu apa yang akan terjadi. Kira-kira begitu, ya. Kalau
Iya.
pakai bahasa sehari-hari kita.
Hmm.
Oke, karena eventually ini showing the final result of the what's gonna happen like that. Okay, got it, Miss Lily?
Yes, Miss. Thank you, Miss.
You're welcome. Okay, so that's what is a transitional word meaning here. Okay, now the lion glared angrily, shaking his mane. Okay, mane itu seperti rambut, ekor kalau di sini untuk si lionnya. Okay, so number 11, let's have Shirley try answer this for us. Okay, number 11, please.
The lion glared angrily, shaking his mane.
Capital.
G is capitalized.
Okay, capital. The lion glared.
The lion glared angrily, comma, shaking his mane.
Okay, shaking his mane. Period. Yes? Okay,
Yeah.
so the lion glared angrily, shaking his mane. Okay. Nah, jadi selayan ini menatap dengan marah sambil menggoyangkan rambut atau ekornya. Dia punya rambut ekornya gitu ya. Kalau untuk ekor, lebih tepatnya ekor. Okay. Alright, perfect. Thank you, Shirley. Alright, move on to number 12. Throwing back his head, he roared. Okay. Okay, let's hear from Danny.
Yeah.
Number
Okay.
12, please.
Okay. We use full stop in the end of the sentence.
Okay. You may read the whole sentence first, that way it'll be easier.
Throwing back his head. Sorry. Throwing back his head. Bacanya apa gitu?
Head, kepala. Kalau
Throwing back his head.
He
roared.
No.
He roared. He
Roared.
roared.
Okay, repeat after me, all right? Throwing back his head, he roared.
Throwing back his head. Sorry. Throwing back his head, he roared.
Roared. Okay. Now, where's the capital?
The capital in the awal itu apa? In the first of sentence.
Yes. What word?
T.
The word throwing starts with the capital T. Yes. The throwing starts with capital T.
Throwing.
Back. Go ahead. Comma. Where is the comma? Throwing back his head.
Comma ya. His head. Comma.
Okay. He roared. Okay.
Ya, he roared.
Oke, roar itu seperti mengeluarkan suara lah, seperti binatang macam-macam ya. Kalau untuk yang lain namanya roar. Oke, kalau anjing barking like that. Oke. Oke, perfect. Alright, thank you, Dani. Okay, move on to exercise number 2 really quick. Are monkeys... Okay, hold on. Are monkeys, some born in the safari park, are in tip-top health? Okay, what you need to do for this is just look for the comma and then period. Okay, because all the capital at the beginning of the sentence already there. Are monkeys, some born in the safari park, are in tip-top health? Tip-top health. All right. I thought I saw Jane. Okay. So let's hear from Nani. Okay.
Our monkeys, some born in the safari park, are in tip-top health.
Okay. Where's our comma? Are monkeys, some born in the safari park, are in tip-top health? All right. So let's discuss this. Okay. Now, what is the main sentence here? Yeah, okay, let's see. Monyet-monyet maksudnya monyet we're talking about the zoo, right? Okay, so monyet-monyet kami beberapa itu lahir di taman safari. Okay. Mereka keadaan kesehatannya bagus, gitu kira-kira. So the main sentence here, you gotta have to identify the main sentence first. After you identify the main sentence, which is the main clause, then you know, okay, we have to make a comma for the additional clause, okay, the independent clause, okay. So our main clause is our monkeys are in tip-top health. Okay, so the sentence here, okay, okay, so this sentence here, okay. Okay, so the sentence some born in the safari park, it's not the main clause. So since we need to find the main clause first, are monkeys, okay, comma. Now, some born in the safari park, comma. Okay, so when you see this, now you can identify, okay, our monkeys, so now you look at this, our monkeys are in tip-top health. Okay, that is the main clause. Okay, meanwhile the one in the comma, in between the commas, are the additional clause, the independent. Okay, so that's how you identify where you're gonna put the commas when you have a long sentence like this without any transitional words or anything like that. Okay. Jadi awalnya kita harus menentukan dulu kalimat utamanya. Di mana kalimat utama di sini, our monkey are in tip-top health. Okay. Nah, kemudian dia ada kalimat tambahan yang menjelaskan bahwa oh, monyet-monyet itu lahirnya di taman safari gitu. Okay. Jadi that's additional information, which is without that the main clause still has the meaning, real meaning there. Okay, do you understand or do you have any question, Nani, before I have you do the next one?
Okay, Miss.
Yes, you got it.
Yes.
Jadi awalnya kita tentukan dulu kalimat utamanya apa. Oh, setelah kalimat utamanya berarti ada kalimat satunya itu adalah independen. Nah, di independen itu kita akan menggunakan koma. Okay, let's try. Let's see how you understand. Okay. Number 2, the adults and the cubs, still very small, belong to one family group. Okay. Now let's identify the what do you call the main clause.
The others and the cubs, still very small, belong to one family group.
Family.
Family.
Okay.
The main
So,
clause
yes.
is the others and the cubs belong to one family group.
Okay, I also agree with you. So, since those are the adults and the cubs belong to one family group, yes, okay. So the other clause is the independent, so we put a comma there, okay. So which is the comma will be
The others and the cubs, comma,
comma. Okay, yes.
still
Next.
still very small,
Okay,
comma,
still very small, comma, yes. And then
belong
belong to
to
one family
one
group.
family group. Period.
Okay, very good. I also agree with Nani. Okay, right here, the independent clause here actually explain how the cubs is. The cubs itu adalah yang bayi ya, yang jadi this a whole exercise number 2 talking about the still number 2 actually talking about the monkey still. Jadi maksudnya monkey yang sudah kera yang dewasa dan yang bayi. Oke, yang bayi yang masih kecil, nah gitu. Jadi still very small. Ini explaining how the cubs is. Okay, how the baby monkey is. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you, Nani. So that's how we're gonna identify where the commas. Okay, so now let's start another one. Okay, number 3. Okay. Crocodile and tortoise, not or usually kept together, are happy here. Okay. Okay. Number 3, let's hear from Jane. Okay.
Crocodiles and tortoises, comma, not usually kept together, comma, are happy here, period.
Okay. Now here is not tortoises. Okay, it's tortoise.
Oh, tortoise, okay.
Yes,
Tortoise.
tortoise is different from the crocodile. Tortoise live on the land, and then turtles they can go to the water, live in the water. Okay, so
Okay.
so let's see. After tortoise is comma, and then
After together is comma as well.
okay, after together comma, and then where's our period?
After here.
Okay, very good. Okay, I also agree with Jane. Thank you, Jane. Okay, so crocodiles and tortoise, not all usually kept together, are happy here. Okay, so not usually kept together ini adalah suatu tambahan clause. Okay, so without this independent clause, the what do you call the sentence still has a real meaning, which is crocodile and tortoise are happy here. Okay, so that's easy, guys, right? Okay, very good. Okay. The trees, sturdy and bushy, give our elephants fun and food. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, so the last one, let's hear from Danny, okay?
Okay, Miss.
Number 4.
The trees sturdy and
bushy.
Bushy. Ini ya. comma ya.
It's easier when you read the whole sentence first before you figure out the answer. That's how okay?
The trees sturdy and bushy give our 11
Elephants.
for sorry
Elephants.
elephants for
Yeah.
and food, fun and food.
Okay, let's do it now. What is the main clause on this sentence?
Main clause-nya yang mana ya?
Kalimat utamanya. Pohon yang kuat dan banyak daunnya itu memberikan kenyamanan lah kira-kira ya, kenyamanan dan makanan untuk gajah-gajah. Okay. So this is
Yang the trees ya.
okay. So let's see what main clause is. The trees.
Sturdy and bushy.
Okay, now where's your comma?
After bushy ya.
Okay, you want to put it after bushy?
Yeah.
Okay, there. And then we have what do you call in this exercise? We have the double commas. Okay, now sturdy and bushy explain the trees, yes? Yeah, so we have that, the under comma. So the trees, sturdy and bushy, give our elephants fun and food. Okay, now the sturdy and bushy ini adalah kata yang menjelaskan bagaimana sih kondisinya the trees, okay, pohonnya, okay. So the main clause here is the trees give our elephants blah blah blah. Okay, itu adalah kalimat utama. Sementara sturdy and bushy is an independent clause explain how the trees is. Got it?
Masih agak bingung, Miss. Bentar. Can you repeat again?
So, jadi kalimat yang utamanya adalah the trees give our elephants fun and food. Yes? Kemudian karena kita ada double, we have the double comma, sturdy and bushy. That is obvious. Explain how the trees is. Oke, kata sturdy and bushy ini menjelaskan bagaimana sih kondisi pohon yang memberikan fun and food to the elephants. Oke, jadi kalau ada double comma itu biasa menjelaskan kata di depannya. Oke, kata di depannya seperti let's go check on number 3 really quick. Crocodile and tortoise, comma, and then not usually kept together. Those are in double comma, right? Nah, not usually kept together itu explain the sentence or the words before that. Okay. Crocodile dan tortoise itu biasanya tidak diletakkan bersama-sama. Nah, kemudian kalimat utamanya adalah are happy here. Crocodile and tortoise are happy here. Okay.
Okay, Miss, I get it.
So yes, like that. Jadi yang di dalam double comma itu biasanya adalah independent clause, klausa yang tidak dapat berdiri sendiri. Kalau berdiri sementara the main clause itu dia bisa berdiri sendiri, dia tetap mempunyai makna, which is on number 4 is the trees give our elephants fun and food. Itu kan maknanya punya real meaning there. Okay. Sementara kalau somebody come up to you and then says sturdy and bushy, okay, you don't know what's going on, so that's why that's called independent clause. It depends on some other explanation, other sentence like that. Okay.
Oh, jadi klausa utama itu bisa dipisahkan ya, Miss. Kayak yang the trees-nya kan masuk yang utama. Terus give us our elephant for fun and food itu kan utama. Nah, itu tengah-tengahnya yang
Yes,
independen ya, yang
Yes,
dependent ya berarti ya.
yes. Now, independent usually expand another sentence or another word. Yeah, that. Yes, exactly. That's correct. Understanding.
Oke,
Okay.
I get
Got
it.
it?
Jadi
Okay, perfect.
tadi
Yes.
ini Miss, kayak biasanya kan yang berdiri sendiri itu satu kesatuan itu, jadi nggak bisa dipisahkan oleh yang kayak independennya gitu, dependennya.
If it's the main clause, it has its real meaning. Doesn't relate to the even if there isn't any independent clause, it still has a real meaning. Jadi yang main clause itu tanpa independent pun dia mempunyai makna. Kalimatnya maknanya itu jelas. Sementara kalau yang independen itu tidak mempunyai makna bila dia berdiri sendiri. Itu aja perbedaannya. Same explanation in Indonesia. Indonesia when we learn the grammar in bahasa, kayaknya ada yang independent clause sama ini yang dependent clause deh. Kalimat utama dan kalimat tambahan kalau nggak salah ya istilahnya dalam bahasa Indonesia. Nah, kalau kalimat utama dia punya makna tanpa ada kalimat tambahan gitu loh.
Okay, Miss.
Yes.
Yes, I get it.
Yes, we're gonna explain more. We have more exercise on the following week. Meanwhile, you can read more, okay, on the explanation above, maybe on the question that have been answered, maybe, so you have more understanding, and then try to do the rest of the exercises. Okay, Dani?
Okay, Miss. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. You're welcome. Okay, guys. So that's the end of our discussion for this exercise number 2. We'll continue the rest on the following meeting, guys. Okay. So to have a better understanding, try to do the rest of the questions on your own, and then we'll discuss it together. Okay, guys. All right, so I'll end the class tonight, guys. Thank you for joining the class and then learning with me, and the rest of the class.
Thank you, Miss Susan.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Miss.
Welcome.
See you next
See
week.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
great week. Bye-bye, guys.